Hello there, and welcome back to the Golf Club. Today we will be talking about creating coastlines, specifically within the links theme. This theme is different than the other ones. We start you out with an island in the links theme. This is the only theme that works that way. And there was a debate that did go on. Do we create a coastline for you, or do we let you create your own coastline? Obviously, we went with the latter. That's what this video is all about. So let's get into it and see about creating our own custom coastline here in this brand new links course. So we're going into our Sculpt Terrain tool. We have some custom brushes that are designed specifically for shaping your coastline. And this is what they look like here. These have a bit of a gradient, so the slope is going to be kind of gradual, kind of more realistic change in elevation. Okay, let's try it with this brush here. We are going to drop down the terrain and make a nice gentle coastline drop into the water. There we go. Quick and easy. Now you can go around the whole island doing that. But let's demonstrate one of the other brushes first. Okay. So let's create some similar gentle coastline here on the corner. So we'll drop this down here into the water. All right. And when we press enter, you see sometimes you get these little bits hanging off the edge. They're easy enough to get rid of. Just put that same brush right over top. And there you have it. They're gone. So let's finish up this corner here. We'll just quickly take our brush, angle it so that you don't alter the landscape you have already done. We'll just take the edge of this corner down below the water. And there you go. There's some gentle coastline, kind of a beachy kind of look. That's cool, but you can go a little bit more epic if you want. Let's get into some more drastic elevation changes. We're talking about cliffs, nice rugged coastline. We're used to this type of thing in Nova Scotia. So first of all, you need to have your terrain that's a suitable height to display these glorious cliffs that we're going to make. So this rectangular brush is really good for doing large area raising and lowering. It has a nice gradient around the edge, so your raised and lowered areas are going to blend in nicely to the other terrain. So we're going to keep that terrain going along here and try to raise this next bit to the same height as the first bit. Now, sometimes when you're doing this type of terrain raising, you'll be left with a little bit around the edge that hasn't come up as much as the others. And using the raise tool again will cause a bit of a bump. But instead of using that, we're going to use the flatten tool. And this is going to use the terrain as a guide and flatten the terrain underneath the surface. It's going to use the terrain height as its guide. So now we have the terrain at the appropriate height to make some pretty sweet cliffs. So let's demonstrate how to actually make those. So again, the best brushes to use are the ones we had earlier. And they have that gradient edge to make these cliffs a little more realistic and rugged. It's going to do it in a subtle way that won't stretch the textures either. So these are what you want to be using. So as you can see, we're going to drop this right down into the water. Enter that in. And there you have some sweet cliffs. And it's really easy to do this. So let's try one of the other brushes. We'll show you how you can do some more fancy stuff here. So let's try for some more sheer cliff faces here with this brush. We're going to press enter halfway down. We'll spin this around and go down a little further. And then when we're almost there, let's maybe pop in and get another brush. Different brush to finish it off. Let's change to this guy here. And now we'll go straight down below the water. Hit enter. There you see some really interesting, really nice sheer cliff faces. So you can do a lot with these brushes, especially that little trick of switching brushes when you're in the middle of raising and lowering. It can really give you some variance in your coastline. And that's that, folks. Hopefully you can use these tricks in your next Link style course that you create. Thanks a lot for watching, and we will see you next time.